Hi, my name is Shia Friedman. I am a combat soldier in the Jerusalem Brigade 7007 as a sharpshooter. I was called up on October 7th and we were the first wave into Gaza, and since then I've been into Gaza 3 other times. What I could tell you from now that I see after a year and a half, all the cases of PTSD are starting to come out, and I see it from all different walks. I see it whether it's from an 18-year-old who was deep inside Gaza or Lebanon to a guy who's married with a family. The PTSD cases are now coming out, and there's a critical need now to put a stop to the potential terrible results that could be. I know personally couples that aren't having children anymore. I know personally soldiers who businesses, when they come home, are falling apart. I know personally, unfortunately, cases of people taking their own lives, and unfortunately more and more. And a lot of soldiers don't want to deal with the bureaucracy, or they don't even know that they have PTSD. And a lot of people don't know that there's alternative methods. And if we could provide a place in nature, everyone's talking about nature, getting out and just having this way to just reconnect to the land. It also gets your head straight to realize what you're fighting for and look at it, and be in it. And it could do something to a person, sometimes even more than just traditional therapy. And I'm hearing this more and more and more again from the guys. I personally go with a group of friends up north just to be in nature, to unwind and just break apart a little bit from our hectic lives, just to reconnect, and so that we could be mentally healthier. And it's such an important thing. And unfortunately, there are places that exist, but they're very hard to get into, or there's not enough spaces, or there's a lot of bureaucracy involved, and the soldiers don't want to deal with that. And what we need to do is make a place that is just easy access, that we could provide the soldiers with a place that in nature, the critical point here is nature, and that they could have, they could do hikes, they could have yoga, they could have different styles of therapies, all these different options, but that is provided for them without going through all that paperwork and all the loops, and just have the access. And by that, we could save more people's lives that way than by donating gear to the Israeli army. I always say the Israeli army has everything they need. The things that are donated for the most part are extras, right? It's things that, wow, it's nice to have this, but it's not necessarily critical. I could get to work driving a regular car, or I could drive a fancy sports car, but I could still get to work. But this, we have the opportunity now to make something that will actually save lives. And on top of that, it will put soldiers who are able to go back to the battlefield, in the battlefield, and the ones who need to come off the battlefield to come off the battlefield. It will repair families, it will repair lives, and it will repair a better future for Tzahal and for Eretz Yisrael. And that's the most important thing. So this place is critical and we need it. And I could tell you from my own experiences how now I am feeling it on a daily basis, how the need for this type of place needs to exist. And I really hope and I pray that we can make this happen.